mural. We're also getting a brief peek at Little Europe. Those are those buildings over to your right. We cannot go in there today. They are prepping for a music video, but that's what we transformed into Cairo for the Mummy, Transylvania for Dracula, Wales for the Wolfman, and Paris for Hunchback of Notre Dame. Hunchback was one of our earliest monster movies. It is a silent film, but of course now almost everything records sound, and we cannot build sound stages fast enough. We are now in Soundstage 50. This is the newest soundstage for our film. There's a full set here. You are more than welcome to take pictures of this set. Just please remain seated and hold on to your belongings as you take your pictures. We really don't want to drop anything here in the soundstage. I'm not going to let them get out of the tram to retrieve your item. They do not want me touching their set. And we don't want to create a continuity issue. Continuity is making sure everything stays the same. Whoa. Everyone, just a little California tremor. It's been happening all the time. Oh, not so. Everyone, hold on. Oh, I think this is the big one. So car one, you okay? We're gonna make it? Okay. That attraction originally opened 35 years ago in 1989, and we just reopened it this spring with a full Hollywood makeover, updating all of the sets and movie making equipment, bringing it into the 21st century. With all those updates, though, you may have noticed, no screens, so they were all practical effects. Real fire, real water, the tanker really did come down through the ceiling, and I think we can all agree that sometimes the practical ones are just as effective. We're about halfway through the tour, everyone, so just a quick reminder to please stay seated during the entire tour. Again, the studio's private property, and if you drop your phone or can't wait to use the restroom, just pull the red cord to get my attention. I will be back to assist you, but please to remain seated on the tram. So Earthquake was a practical effect. Our Jaws attraction is also a practical effect. With that being said, sometimes we do have to maintain the mechanics of it all. This attraction is almost 50 years old, okay everybody? It originally opened in 1976, just a year after the movie came out in theaters. And this is a behind the scenes look of what's going on under the water if you have seen the production before. Usually we have a big old shark out here, we call him Bruce, just like the Bruce they had for the production Jaws. So they built a mechanical shark here in California. The Bruce was named after director Steven Spielberg's attorney, but they wanted to film on the East Coast. So they shipped Bruce across the country, they put Bruce in the water, and Bruce broke almost immediately. He needed a lot more maintenance than our shark here on the back lot. They had very little footage of the shark. They did make the movie, but most of it came together post-production using elements like sound, editing, and music. So it's no surprise that the 3 Academy Awards that Jaws won were for sound, editing, and music. The editor of Jaws was a woman named Verna Field. She is often attributed with helping to save that movie. She and Steven Spielberg worked together to create a lot of suspense using the limited footage of the shark. Of course, John Williams' score added to it as well. Music is a really great way to raise the stakes in a situation. It helps the audience know what they should be feeling. Another way to raise the stakes is to add rain to a scene. So, to tell us about weather effects, here is Today's Show co-host and weather anchor, Al Roker.
Time for my favorite part of the tour, weather. When it comes to film and TV, it is truly a special effect. In fact, to demonstrate how weather effects are created, we debuted our first major attraction here on the studio tour way back in 1968. Welcome to the only part of the backlot with a 100% chance of rain. The flash flood.
And these are more practical effects. For the rain, we're using sprinklers. The lightning you're seeing is done with flash cubes. They're on top of the buildings, out of frame from camera. But the thunder you're hearing would probably be added post-production. Only about 10% of what you hear in a movie or TV show is recorded while the action is happening. It's mostly just the dialogue, what the characters are saying. Everything else you hear, like door slams, footsteps, background noise, or the rumble of a flash flood, that's all going to be added post-production by a sound engineer. And as promised, there's that flash flood. Look out, car 4! Oh, car 1, it might be coming for us too. Don't say I didn't warn you that time. That is a very popular practical effect, not just for the studio tour, but for productions as well. Lady Gaga used it for her music video for the song Judas, and she stood right there in the middle of the flash flood, and the water crashed around her in all of her Gaga glory, and it was great. Check it out, Lady Gaga, Judas. She utilized this entire portion of the backlot for that music video. It's called Old Mexico. It's also where they filmed portions of Three Amigos, starring Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, and Martin Short. More recently, it's been used for several sci-fi series like Westworld, Picard, and our very own revival of Quantum Leap, starring Raymond Lane. We are saying adios to Old Mexico and howdy to the Old West as we mosey into 6 Points. 6 Points is one of the oldest portions of the backlot, and it dates back to the silent film era. It's called 6 Points because originally there were 6 streets that radiated out from a central point, and on each one of those streets was everything you needed for a western. So a bank, a jail, a saloon, a sheriff's office, and we could film several movies at the same time because you didn't have to worry about gunshots overlapping. They were silent films. When I was talking about Carl Laemmle at the beginning of the tour, how he would invite people to watch him make his movies, this is the era I'm talking about. And they would cheer for the heroes and boo for the villains because they weren't recording any sound. Still a very relevant part of the backlot though, and anyone who's seen Quentin Tarantino's 9th feature film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood has seen these sets on screen. So we had Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Timothy Olyphant, and Julia Butters out here while they were filming that movie. As we exit 6 Points here, really look at these last 2 brick buildings to your left and right. This is a great place to see the brick peeling away from the buildings. When I was talking about very little real brick here on the backlot, this is the perfect opportunity to really see that in action. Another reason we do that is because we rarely build complete buildings. Usually we're just building shells or what the camera will see from the outside. And then there's nothing on the inside, or we'll have a completely different building on the back. So as we turn around to 6 Points here, you'll see a couple of different buildings on the other side, or even just the supports. So again, we rarely have what we call practical sets here on the backlot. A practical set is a set you can film both inside of and outside of. We do have a few of them here on the backlot, but usually if we're filming an interior scene, we're inside one of the sound stages. So we have practical sets, and we also have those practical effects. To tell us a little bit more about building our Jaws practical effect here on the backlot, here's the director of Jaws, Steven Spielberg.
The Jaws ride was almost the inevitable result of the size of the box office when Jaws first opened in June of 1975. And that was really the first time I ever got involved in the creation of the ride. It was a great honor to be invited into a creative circle of tremendous designers at Universal. They were trying to figure out how to replicate what the movie had done to audiences in a real way by building a physical truck that would come out of the water and terrify tourists as they were sitting in the track. And the most amazing thing about the Jaws ride is it is exactly as it was at the time it was first placed on the Universal lot. There have been tweaks, of course, over the years, but it is essentially what the designers and myself all envisioned and created. I'm done bashing the shark. Thank you, Jaws, for everything you've done for me. But I will say, consistently, the shark did work much better on the tour than it did in the Atlantic Ocean in 1970.
After your vacation on Amity Island, you can come up to the residential area of our back lot. If you look over to your left, you can see the entrance to Colonial Street. You can't see it says closed set, but honestly, we hardly ever get to go down Colonial Street because it is one of the most popular filming locations here on the lot because it has several practical sets and shells that make it look like a classic American suburb. But we're going to keep moving up this road. This is the longest road that winds through the back lot, and it is called Steven Spielberg Drive, which is appropriate because of our long history with Steven Spielberg. And to tell us a little bit more about that long history, here he is again, Steven Spielberg.
My entire career began with my relationship with Universal Studios just as a high school kid on a tour bus. Remember, in those days there weren't trams, there were buses called the Gray Line Tour Bus. And I was so excited and thrilled to be on the lot. It was my first time ever on a movie studio lot. And during a bathroom break, I hid in the bathroom. When everybody left to get back on the bus, I waited another 15 minutes until I'm sure the bus left, and then I had the entire lot to myself that day. And in those days, movie lots were so crowded because all movies were made on film lots. Say they're made all over the world, on locations, but most of us focused in those days in the 60s on film lots. So nobody noticed me when I was going around from soundstage to soundstage, and I really felt, in my own young way, I owned the lot and had the most amazing day of my life.
Steven Spielberg is amazing at creating scripts and worlds that really draw in his audience. Part of that is the production design, and part of production design, of course, is having great picture cars. So if you look over to your left, you can see some picture cars that are almost as famous as the actors and actresses they were seen on screen with. A picture car is any vehicle you see on screen, not just a car, so it can be one of our original glamour trams or the gyrosphere like we see in Jurassic World. Another director that really drew in his audiences was Alfred Hitchcock, that master of suspense. Looking over to your right, you can see the Bates Motel. It looks a little different right now because of Halloween Horror Nights. Is anyone staying for Horror Nights tonight? Yeah, so a little sneak peek right now. Definitely be sure to check out the Terror Tram. And as we go up the hill, you're going to see the original house from the 1960 movie Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. When they filmed the movie, the house only had two sides, but after we started giving tours, we finished the house, and it looks like somebody may have moved in. So, like I said, definitely keep an eye out. You never know who or what you're going to see here on the lot. Everyone, I think that is Norman Bates, so do not engage. I repeat, do not engage. Definitely keep taking your video, your pictures, for the police, but I think we need to keep moving from one disaster to the next. Oh my goodness, we are now in the airplane crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. We're going to be stopping here for a moment. You can get plenty of pictures, plenty of video. Just as always, please to remain seated. Hold on to those belongings. And we do have about 10 minutes left in the tour, so just one last reminder that if you need any assistance at all, reach up, pull that red cord, stay seated, and I'll be back to help you out as soon as it's safe to do so. To tell us a little bit about this production, here is director Steven Spielberg and production designer Rick Carter.
The airplane crash site was a perfect example of a set that was all designed around the vision of Steven.
You said, to sit down and talk about Florida. Well, I thought, what if the 747 goes down? The lighting is pretty good.
because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good.
This I want you to close your eyes, okay? You got them closed? Bobby, get in. Get in.
Even with impressive sets like this one, that is a real 747. They purchased retired aircraft, transported it here, and destroyed it for this movie. Even with sets like that, Steven Spielberg still ended up using 500 special effect shots for that movie. And of course, we love the relationship we've built with Steven Spielberg over the years, but another Academy Award-winning writer-director that we love collaborating with is Jordan Peele. So here he is to take us to Jupiter's Claim.
Movie magic only a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible mission and bring it to life. And this is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky G. Over there, look into the winking room. Have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Show. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? But a little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso Experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. So live. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy, Gold Rush Frontier town lies a sinister secret. Welcome to the world of no.
Production designer who also worked with Jordan Peele on his second film, Us. She was nominated this year for an Academy Award in production design for her work on Oppenheimer, which was the Best Picture winner and our 11th Best Picture Academy Award that Universal has won. Okay, everyone, I've told so much about how we make movies. Now it's time to put you all into the movies. So here's the situation. One person on the tram is an undercover witness. Don't say if it's you. You're undercover. The rest of us have to keep that person safe from Owen Shaw. We're heading into Sullivan's garage. If you recognize those names, you know we're entering the world of Fast and Furious. You do not need your 3D glasses quite yet. There is a good impulse to have. You're going to need them soon, so keep planning. You know when the time comes. But please do remain seated. Hold on to your belongings. Hold on to your cell phones. Hold on to your loved ones. I have a feeling this is going to be a very bumpy ride. To tell us more, here's Roman.
Hey, yo! It just got here. Alright, I got it. But listen, hello, beautiful people, particularly you right here in Mason 30 Road. How you doing? Good? My name is Roman Pierce. Nice to meet you. Buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you. I'm Sean for a while. Brought you in our secret spot. You have friends over, it's a little messy, but it's all good. The more the merrier.
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Neil,
That's right, party's over.
you know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. Got it. It's like that. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Cop, I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours.
Hobbs, escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss.
You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of tonight.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back. It was on vibrate. Y'all traced us. Ops can't hold them forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle. It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door. Roman, run your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
Sounds like this weekend. Put on your 3D glasses.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now, or you all get fried.
This is our turn.
After them.
Okay, guys, it's showtime.
I got the bull by the horn.
Now we're moving.
I've got company. The witness is mine, Letty.
How about you, you asshole?
Don't think you're getting away. Find the drones.
Way to go, Larry.
Drones lining up the missile shot.
Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got this.
Roman, don't shoot. Head for the bridge. Under construction. Everybody hold on.
Hit the mattress. Oh, God.
Supercharged! Give yourselves a round of applause! Woo! Take off your 3D glasses. Because the grand finale of our studio tour as we get back to the April, I'm going to hand it over to Judy Family one more time.
Over the past 6 decades, the studio tour has taken guests on an amazing behind-the-scenes look at a movie studio in a way that only Universal can. I hope that you had a great time today, and on behalf of everyone at NBC Universal, thank you for joining us to celebrate our diamond anniversary. Here together at 60.
And I know Judy just said it, but we cannot say it enough. Thank you so much for celebrating 60 years of the studio tour with us. Our 60th anniversary is special to us because the studio tour is where it all began for Universal destinations and experiences.